On July 1, the cannabis product becomes available to anyone over 21.
Legal but limited. Starting on Saturday, adults over the age of 21 will be able to walk into a dispensary and buy marijuana.
We usually do 5 milligrams.
Any government issued ID, it doesn't have to be a Maryland state issued ID.
There is a wide range of products currently on the market.
Cannabis is typically known through the flower, the product that is known to smoke. You can also vape, but there's a myriad of other dosage forms available. You have products that you can chew, capsules you can swallow, topicals to put on your body.
Maryland limits how much cannabis you're allowed to possess, called personal use amount. You can buy up to that limit in each transaction with a 9% sales tax, which is similar to alcohol. This is what that looks like. It's 1.5 ounces of flour, which is typically purchased at 1/8 of an ounce, so you could buy 12. 12 grams of concentrated cannabis, which would include vapes, or a total amount of cannabis products like chews or gummies up to 750 milligrams. Packages are limited at 10 milligrams per dose with a max of 100 milligrams per package. It's very different than Maryland's medical cannabis program.
Up here we've got a 10, a 25, and a 40. So the 10 milligram is the product that's available to anyone, an adult use patient or a medical patient. 25 and 40s are going to be limited to medical patients only.
Wendy Bronfine and her family own Curio Wellness, which cultivates, manufactures, and sells cannabis in Maryland. They've been serving medical patients since opening in 2018. With a medical card, you're allowed to buy and possess much more than you can through adult use. Also,
you do not pay sales tax. You have a larger menu, so you have high potency products available to you that are not available to just 21 and older consumers.
Under the state's medical cannabis program, sales are tracked by the state. Adult use is not.
It'll be more akin to beer and alcohol in the state, where with a liquor store, you have to provide a valid government-issued photo ID in order to purchase, but the sale itself will not be tracked as you, a consumer, are not put into the system that you made that purchase.
Will Tilburg is the acting director of the Maryland Cannabis Administration. He says sales of cannabis are expected to triple over the next year.
There's now 4 million eligible consumers versus 168,000 medical patients.
Tilburg says they know some people will cross state lines to buy cannabis in Maryland, even though it violates federal law. The biggest focus from the state and dispensaries is education and making sure people who do partake do it safely.
It's really about education, a slow and low approach, teaching folks about things like microdosing.
So microdosing is all about taking tiny amounts and building on that if needed so you can do it safely. Tomorrow at 5, we'll look deeper at the safety issues that come with using cannabis. From understanding how to cook with it properly to knowing what to do if you think you're using too much and need to get help. We're also putting all this information together on the WBAL TV website. Just go to WBALTV.com/cannabis.